Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a happy holiday and a happy new year. I am currently finishing up my winter break, so I'll be going back to school in maybe like 4 or 5 days. So I just wanted to make another video quickly because I've been getting questions about my CRNA journey and how I got there and what my stats were for the application process. So I'm just gonna give you a little rundown of that and hopefully this helps.
What do you want me to tell you?
Okay, so starting with education, I graduated with a BSN. It was my first and only degree as of right now. So I did a 4-year nursing program and my cumulative GPA was a 3.8. I was also inducted into the Sigma Theta Tau Global Nursing Honor Society, which looks really good because in order to be invited to the society, you need to be in the top 35% of your nursing program class. So that looks really good if you guys are in that program. During nursing school, I also stepped outside of the nursing program and decided to find a nursing externship. This is something you have to do completely on your own. It's not something that your schools give you. It's not part of the program. You have to go out and find it yourself. And I knew since CRNAs require 2 years of ICU and it's hard to get an ICU position as a new grad, I decided that an externship would open the door for me and give me more of a chance and opportunity to get an ICU position right out of school. So I ended up getting an externship in a medical surgical neuro ICU, and I did that for 2 years. And once I graduated, the manager of that unit knew me for the past 2 years. She heard good things about me and she offered me a position right out of school, which I'm so thankful for. And I worked there for a total of 2 years. However, I started applying for CRNA school at 1 year and about 6 months because by the time the program started, I would have hit the 2-year mark. So if you're really trying to get into CRNA school as quick as possible, you should start applying a little bit before the 2 years so that by the time you hit 2 years, you will be already starting your program, which happened to me. And in regards to nursing externships, if you're in a 4-year program, most externships require you to complete at least 2 years of that program. So just be aware sometime around your junior year or end of sophomore year, start looking for those externships that are available. And it's a quick Google search, look at the hospitals in your area, nursing externships, and that definitely helps out a lot if you're trying to get in the ICU as a new grad. So in the year and 6 months that I spent in my ICU, I took that time to gather all my certifications. So I got my BLS already, of course, ACLS that comes with any type of intensive care. I went out and got my PALS, which is Pediatric Advanced Life Support. And that always looks good because as anesthesia providers, we're caring for any population, the old, the young, the in-between.
So, where were we? Did I ever say anything good? Huh?
I can't focus. So, in addition to my certifications, I did some shadowing. I shadowed 2 different CRNAs, and I shadowed a CRNA in undergrad, and then I shadowed a CRNA while working as an RN in the ICU. So I shadowed a few times, and I put that on my resume as well because it looks good. It shows that you're intrigued about the job. You're not just in it for the money. You actually tried it out, saw what they did, saw what the job requirements looked like, and really thought about if that lifestyle matches your personality. Okay guys, that's really it in regards to my CRNA journey to the application process and my stats that got me into CRNA school. I don't really have too much to explain or expand on because I did only work in an ICU for 2 years before getting into school. However, the experience I had was robust enough to get me in. I did basically everything in the ICU except for cardiac because we had separate units, a CTU and a CCU that took like NSTEMIs, STEMIs, and open hearts. So everything really besides that we did, and that seemed to be enough for the panel to give me an interview. And just a little background information, my plan was to apply to 6 different schools, as many schools as I could because that betters my chances of getting in. I applied to the first set of 3 because their applications were earlier than the last set. And I heard back from my very first school and I actually got accepted to that one. So by the time that the other 2 schools gave me interviews, I was already paying tuition and I didn't attend those interviews. But I got interviews for all 3. And then the second 3 that I was going to apply to, I just never ended up doing it because I already was stuck with my first school. But just so you guys know, what I did worked and what I did was enough. So don't ever feel like you aren't enough or you don't have enough experience. If you guys have any questions in regards to nursing externships, how to get started in the application process, what you should and should not include in your resume, and what you should include in a writing sample, please reach out. I will be happy, more than happy, to help out and give any advice that you need. Always feel free to check out my new Etsy PDF on preparing for interviews if you're looking for that. I'll leave the link in the description below and the 20% off code as well. Other than that, that's really it, guys. I really hope you have an amazing week, an amazing start to your new year, and wish me luck on my second semester of CRNA school. I'll be sure to keep you all posted. Bye!